What I would like to do, ideally, is all of us get together and spend a couple of hours actually building a project and discussing it as we go. But I know that the travel time alone will be time consuming, and I know we're all very busy right now, so I thought I would create a little video just so you could watch me build something as I go, and I'll try to comment as I go on the things that I'd like to see improved upon and so forth, and then I'll try to summarize all that in a bullet form. So I'm in this project right now, and the first thing I'm going to do is start Spanish. So I'm going to start working on Spanish, and then I've got another document open. You can't see it, but it's a document that I received from the translation house with the translation. So I'm going to copy the first line and come over here and paste it in. Now you'll see that's identical to what Google came up with, and in some cases it is, in some cases it isn't. But rather than try to compare each one, I'm just going to come in and I'm going to do maybe the first 3 sentences or so and paste those in. So here's the third sentence. Okay, now I'm going to input some audio. Okay, so I'm going to go to the first one and upload a file. I've got a whole bunch of files that I've gotten from the translation house. So here's the first one, and here's what it sounds like.
Tengo una pregunta.
I'm going to save it. I'm just going to do the first 3 to kind of get an idea of how this goes. I wish it would remember the last place I went, because I have to reopen. I have to go through all these steps to reopen it every time. Now I'm going to do the annotation. So I'm just going to do the annotation for the first 1 or 2. Okay, so right here I have something that says personal enrollment tree in Spanish. So I'm going to attempt to put that in. So I'm going to click on this line right here, which I think is what it's supposed to do, is put the annotation from this start point to this end point. So I'll open it up. I'm coming over to the document you can't see on my other screen, copy it, and then I'll paste it in. And now I'm going to change the size. And I'm going to center it. And let's see here. I'm going to make it purple. Let me make this box a little smaller. And I'm going to try to make it purple, some kind of purple like the one that's already up there. And then I think the check box says Save Changes. So in theory, what I think I should be able to see now is when I play it back, I should be able to see this show up from 2 to 6, and if I click this button, I should be able to also hear the alternate audio. So I'm going to click that. I'm going to go to the beginning and see what we get. Okay, first of all, I don't know what's going to happen when I push the play button, but it seems like that should not be there because, well, I'll just push the play button and see what happens.
Estoy un poco confundida sobre el árbol de inscripción personal. Tengo una pregunta. Estoy un poco confundida sobre el árbol de inscripción personal. Antes me has explicado que Monavi está basada en un árbol de colocación personal y que un árbol de colocación tiene 2.
Okay, so it looks like what happened was, it looks like it played the second sentence first, and then the first sentence, and then the second sentence, and the third sentence. But let me just play it one more time and see.
Tengo una pregunta. Estoy un poco confundida sobre el árbol de inscripción personal. Antes me has explicado que Monavi está basada en un árbol de colocación personal y que un árbol de colocación tiene 2 ramas.
Okay, so the audio looks pretty good, but I'm not sure what happened to my annotation. So I'm going to come up here and just see what the annotation is doing. Here's an annotation here, so I'll click on it. It seems like I should be able to change the start and end points here. Let me just click on that, change it to a 0. So I can't change that. Maybe it was not your intent, at least on this round, to be able to control that. I'd be interested to know what your thoughts are on that and what your plans are. But probably most importantly, I'm not sure why the annotation is not showing up. So let me just continue on. I'll just keep the video rolling here for a bit. Here's when a man shows up. So the man starts speaking here. So I'll go as far as the, whoops. Now that's interesting how sometimes it does that. I'll grab it down here and the whole thing will move. I'm wondering if it'd be better to make it move just by this area over here, but not make the whole thing move from anywhere within there. So if I knew that I could just click here and move sentences around and the rest not happen, that might be something we'd want to consider. So I'm going to try to place one annotation here in black and another annotation here in purple and see if that works. If it doesn't, then I'll just do one annotation that does placement tree 2 legs all together. Okay, so it looks like I can only add one annotation per sentence. So with that in mind, I'm just going to come back here and add this next part. And I'm going to try to center the whole thing. And I'm going to make this one purple if it will let me. And now I've got like the first 5 sentences and the first couple of annotations. Let me go back and see how it looks. I'll do it here.
Antes me has explicado que Monavi está basada en un árbol de colocación personal y que un árbol de colocación tiene 2 ramas. Tengo una pregunta.
Okay, so there's some kind
Estoy
of
un poco confundida.
There's some kind of something going on where it picked up where I left off last time. I don't know that that's a huge problem in Create, though it could be confusing to someone creating. So I'm not sure what happened there. So let me just try again.
Sobre el árbol de inscripción personal. Tengo una pregunta. Estoy un poco confundida sobre el árbol de inscripción personal.
Okay, so we got the first 5 audio in there and a couple of annotations. So let's see how it looks. We'll come back here.
Esa es una muy buena pregunta. ¿Cómo llegar del árbol de colocación al árbol de inscripción personal? En realidad es bastante sencillo. En este módulo he preparado algunas animaciones que hacen que sea fácil de entender.
Okay, you heard that we had the man and woman kind of jump in and out. I'm not really sure what happened there, but I found that often when I put something in and then go back and replay it, it'll finish off playing. Maybe that's what it's doing. It's finishing off playing the one that I did as I pulled it in the first time, and then it starts over again. But let me just try to back up here and start from the beginning and see what happens.
Tengo una pregunta.
En este módulo he preparado algunas animaciones que hacen que sea fácil de entender.
Okay, so that's as far as I've input alternate audio, and now it's just going to go quiet, which I think is what it should do. So, but you see the annotations didn't show up. I'm not sure why. I'll send you some audio files and some translations and let you go in and play and try to build something and just kind of see what kind of quirks so you can have some actual data to work with. Things are really close. People here at Monavi are very excited about the implications that this has to be able to produce a video and crank it out in 12 or 15 or 18 different languages within a few days, where before it would have taken weeks for them to accomplish with the ways that they did it before. So good luck, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks.